Yeah, Marshall played great. They got a great start out of Blevins. They swung the bats extremely well, especially early, and did a great job of using the whole field and just collecting knocks and driving guys in. And they just look like a highly competitive, motivated ball club. And we needed to get a better start. We needed to be able to match Blevins and let us settle into the game, and didn't get that. We were able to respond a little bit. They kind of fell apart defensively, and we just weren't able to take advantage of those errors. And finally got to their guy, and then they went to their big boy out of the bullpen. He was able to come in and get Staley.
All right. You got anything?
So, Jay, Marshall jumps up big. You have chances there early on, getting the hits there, but not being able to sustain the offense like you normally have. Just talk about
Yeah,
that.
it's been tough. That's been a year-long struggle, Matty, and we'll get going a little bit, and then we'll sputter, and get going and sputter, get going and sputter. And we've done that this year with the offense. We've done it on the bump. We've done it inside of our schedule, where there hasn't been any big runs. And tonight was primed for that, and once just couldn't find a way to sustain that. And we answered back a couple of times. Proud of the boys for that. Showed some fight and some compete, but Marshall was just too much to me.
The decision with UHAS, got hurt in the first game against Southern Miss, so missed the last 5. But
yeah, that was interesting, because he hasn't had. They're still trying to figure out the timetable on the surgery to fix that shoulder. And I was in the weight room today, and he was in there, and I saw him lift, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I feel great." And so we got the ortho guy on the phone, and he gave us all clear that he could hit, not play position, but hit. And proud of the big fella. Him and Lee had good games tonight. Marco's on base a couple of times. But it wasn't enough. We've got to be able to sustain momentum and get a better start. I was proud of Will Taylor, though. I thought he came out and threw the ball extremely well.
now you got a quick turnaround.
Yep.
12:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm glad for that. I'd rather wake up and play than sit around all day. And we've already matched up with those guys. It was a great series, and so I'm sure it'll be a good ball game tomorrow.
Coach, got a question from Zoom from Kevin Foote. Just talk a little bit. You used quite a couple arms today. How do you feel about the pitching situation tomorrow?
Well, I feel pretty good. We'll go to Chase Morgan, and we've got Toy down there and Hammer, and so thought McGehee did a nice job tonight as well. He'd be available, so I feel pretty good about it tomorrow.
And then, Coach, just a question for me. The format of the tournament, double elimination, kind of you get a new life tomorrow, and showing a little bit of life into the game. You think your guys can carry that momentum into tomorrow?
Well, yeah. You're fighting for your life tomorrow, and there's a chance that's the last time this team will be together, and so you want to come out and lay it all on the line. And in our program, that's what you want to do every day. And so I'd really like it'd make my year to see us come out and put a complete game on the field.